hope that you are doing very well tonight, or today whenever you're watching this. Welcome back to Nick's Ramble ASMR, also known as The Hive, where you can be you, I can be me, and we can be everything in between. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update, just because I kind of already put you guys in this life of mine recently, so I'm just gonna give you some updates about my last video, which, if you haven't seen, is a video of me being very open and honest and genuine with you guys, very emotional and a lot going on. I don't know if you've ever been through this, and I think you have. I hope you have, because I don't think this is a special experience, but I had this very overwhelming feeling of that I needed to tell someone that I liked them, had a crush on them. In my case, it was a boy. It was a boy that I used to be really good friends with in college. And I was working out in the gym. It was very strange. I was working out in the gym. I haven't been in the gym for like 3 weeks. And then I went and I did chest, and I did a really hard workout, and then I ran because I'm going to try and do more running. And then I started stretching, and I felt really good. Felt very, very good. And then when I was stretching, I was sitting down, and I was listening to music, and I just had a wave of clarity of, have you ever felt this? You know, when you just kind of like wake up, you realize where you are in life, you realize how you're feeling, and I realized that I needed to tell this person that I liked them. The caveat is that this person lives 2,000 miles away from me. Today I learned it's probably like 4,000. I'm in LA. They're usually in New York, but he today was in Norway. I got out of the gym, and I did a voice memo. Side note, I don't know if you're creative at all. I'm a very creative person, and the way that I get ideas sometimes, and I don't know if have you ever felt this way? It's like a thought just comes in my head randomly. I don't know about you, but it just like comes, and you're like, that's it. And there's this Maya Angelou analogy, which I find I'm very fond of for when talking about creativity in the process. She pictured, I'm going to butcher this, and don't come at me, but it was very much, I know you're not gonna, but she's talking about how it was something during slavery or whatever, and there was this woman in the cotton fields, and she saw, it was for this poetry or whatever, and she saw these words fly through the air, and she sprinted back home to her typewriter to catch the words before they left. So she gets down, she runs, and she's running, and like it's following her, and she gets down, and then right when it comes to her, she writes it down. I view my creative process like that. I'm a screenwriter, and I'm right? I write. So sometimes thoughts just come, and I will write them down. Come from somewhere. Don't know what it is. This is what happened with the voice memo. So I did a voice memo, and I recorded it. And then right after I recorded it, and it basically, and I'll tell you what it was, but after I recorded it, I made the video that's on YouTube. You can see me going through this process, which I don't know if you've been through, but I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to send it to him. I didn't know whether not to. I didn't know if it would ruin things. I didn't know if it would help things. I didn't know if it was even worth trying, because I didn't even know what the outcome was going to be. So I posted a video asking for your guys' advice. Very time sensitive. I uploaded it. I usually upload videos, make videos, and then I upload them a few days later. This one was the night before, and I asked your opinions in the comments, which I'm still reading today, and then I posted in the community tab whether I should send it or not. And this voice memo basically said, hey, we'll call him Jack. That's not his name. I'll just keep him sacred a little bit. I was like, hey, Jack, I hope you're doing well. You know, saying this as a friend, please be a friend. But I want you to know, you know, life is really short. You never know who's going to go, if people are going to live or they're going to pass away. And I wanted to tell you, before it's too late, how much I think about you, how much I love you and care about you. And I want you to know that people, even though we're not near each other, near you, there are people that care about you and think about you all the time. And then I went on to say, and then I was like, and by the way, like, I care about you a lot, and I think I also potentially have a crush on you. I saw you in New York a few weeks ago, and I couldn't organically say anything, but I wanted to express that feeling to you, but it didn't happen organically, so I kind of thought that, you know, it wasn't meant to be, and that's okay. We don't need to be anything. But I just wanted to share this with you so I could be honest to myself and not be dishonest like I felt like I was being. I hope you're doing okay. It's okay if you don't feel the same way. You don't need to respond to this voice memo, but I just want you to know that I care about you and I hope you're doing well. And then I also added a caveat thing at the end where it was basically me saying he had friends where they would get crushes on him and he would just not be friends with them anymore. And I was like, I don't want to be like that. I'd rather just be friends and not ruin anything. Yeah. So I sent that, well, there you go. I sent it. I didn't know what to do, so I sent it. And I basically got a message back today about it, and he very politely told me that he was not, he said, I think under the lines, he's like, I unfortunately don't feel the same way, but I don't think it will hinder our friendship. And that's okay. I'm just emotional. It's very weird because I don't know what I expected. I think I hoped deep down that maybe he'd be like, I kind of feel the same way. But he doesn't. And I was caught in a hard rock place where I was like, do I just wait until the next time I see him and hopefully something will organically happen? Or do I move on with my life and I allow myself to let that go? To let go of this person. And I chose to let go. That was what our intention was this week. And that's what I decided to do. Is there anyone in your life that this has happened to you with? Let me know. I want someone to choose me, for me, to love me, to allow me to be my full self. And I hadn't sent it yet. I was at the gym last night and I didn't know what to do, and I was looking through your guys' comments, very helpful, and I was standing and I remember literally looking to the right and left, and I was in a hallway and I could go either way, but it was like outside, and I remember looking one way and thinking I could go this way where I don't send the voice memo and I let things happen organically, and if they're meant to be, they'll be, or I go right to the other way and I send the memo, tell him I like him, live under this mindset that life is so short, to love fiercely, and I thought, which would I want my lover to do or be? What's the relationship I want to have romantically? And I thought, I want to be with someone that loves fiercely, that chooses me, that vocalizes their feelings, that shares how they feel, vulnerable, not so dependent on time. And so I went right. I literally went right, and then I sent it. Or actually I sent it and then I walked right. Very dramatic, I know. But I'm really proud of myself, and I just came off of a Hive advice, which I don't know if you ever watch it, but I do it every Thursday with you guys. It's just a way for us to all come together and we talk about our what's going on with our lives for you guys, and we have everyone talk about it, give advice, also supportive, and you guys are just so phenomenal. You guys made me. I'm just very grateful for all you. And I know these videos have been very sappy recently. I'm usually more like upbeat and peppy, and I think it's okay I'm not. Just because we're all human, right? So we could go in waves, cycles. You're gonna have days where you're really happy when you're low, and so do I. And it doesn't mean we're bad people. It's just how the world works. And I love you, and you're doing amazing. Don't be hard on yourself. Life is really hard. It doesn't get easier when you get older. It doesn't. It just becomes different. So no matter how old you are, if you're having a hard time, it's supposed to be like this sometimes. You're worth it. You're worth fighting through this stuff. And you're worth finding real love. And I'm proud I did it. I sent him a message back being like, sweet, no worries. I was doing a lot of thinking recently. Have a great time in Norway, because that's where he is. And I'm proud I left it like that. I don't want to convince someone to like me. I don't want that to be, but I want to be straightforward. I want to be the type of person that will love, not dodge, but love directly. And I'm not that person yet, but I'm trying to be. So we're gonna see. But that's my little update. Feeling very emotional, feeling very unstable. I literally wrote, and I think it's told in the video, I feel like I don't have anyone that fully knows me anymore, which is very scary. I don't know if you've gone through this. My person that I was really close to has a relationship, and I feel like people only know a facet of me. They know my funny side, my coffee barista side, they know my director side, they know me as a kid side, but they don't know everything. And I have never gone to a point in my life where I felt that way, and I feel that way right now. It's very unsettling, very scary. Don't know if you've ever felt that. If you have, let me know in the comments down below. I would really love to know your experience. But this channel, this hive, is all about transparency. I hope that by you watching this, it brings some relief to you and knowing that you're not alone in what you're feeling. And we're all here to support each other. If you want to join this collective, the hive, we are such so amazing people. Only join if you're amazing, which I think you are, because you're still watching this, and I feel like you give good energy. Consider subscribing. Like this video, comment, maybe comment a grasshopper, I don't know. But thank you for being here, for showing up, for being yourself. And yeah, I know I will find someone eventually. I think it's just sad. It's a grievance. It's letting go of something that you always secretly hoped for. And it's not to say that it will never happen, but I think I have to think that it will never happen, so that if it ever does, I can view it from a place of, is this actually a good fit for me? Is this healthy for me? Versus me thinking as if I was still an 18-year-old, being like, oh, he's cute, we get along really well, I really like all these characteristics. Things change when you get older. You have more things to protect and care about yourself, and I kind of hate that, but I think it's important too. And maybe this is all a process of like opening up and loving yourself too. So I gotta go see a movie. I'm gonna go see Bottoms. I'll let you guys know how that is. I love you. Thank you for showing up, and I will see you very, very soon, my friend.